What up? This is the Startup Podcast. My name is George.
My name is Marcos,
My name is Diego.
and our topic is school depriving students of their creativity? So, for starters, do you guys school in general is depriving kids of their creativity?
In my opinion, I think school is depriving children of creativity. Not only because we only learn like in one certain way, but us students don't have like a say in what we do in class.
Yeah, way to spill the tea. What about you, Diego?
I'm kind of in between. There's some parts of school that let you be creative and some don't. Like math doesn't let you be creative.
I feel it. In my opinion, personally, I feel that school isn't killing creativity, so it's a kind of a perfect mix between the three of us. I believe that school isn't killing creativity because, in general, school, you go there and there's a lot of kids that disobey either way. I personally know a lot of kids. There's certain schools where, like, yeah, you have a dress code and all that, but you're in Seaside High School, at least in our school, I feel that that we're not really being deprived of creativity because you go home after school and you still do you. You do your own thing.
Yeah, but we're mostly at school for like 6-7 hours.
You're right. It takes up at least half of our day.
Most of our day.
Yeah. But at the same time, it takes up half of our day, but
5 days a week,
yeah, but then at the same time,
one short day.
what about the other half?
The other half, well, we're still doing like schoolwork, like homework, or like projects and stuff like that.
You bring up a good point. What about you, Diego? What do you feel on the topic?
On like the weekdays, like you can like relax your mind, I guess, and like do your certain things.
But I know kids that do their own thing on the weekends. For example, George does soccer. He goes out and plays. I mean, the school's not stopping him from playing soccer. But at the same time, you could argue that school does stop kids from playing soccer because of grades. And I know grades are important, but kids have passion for soccer, but just don't have the essentials or what they need to do good in school. Even though they try, sometimes it's just not going their way, you know?
Mm-hmm. I get you. But still, we're in here most of our childhood, school, like half of our childhood, like half of our lives.
Yeah.
We're at school or something.
Well,
they like teach us the same thing over and over again, just so we could get like, they're basically brainwashing us, to be a certain way instead of like letting us choose what we want to do and what we can do.
Well, in your guys' opinion, does school like kill the creativity of boys or girls more? Is there like a certain target, if that makes sense?
I think it probably kills more over girls because girls seem to be smarter at school, and so like they stay focused and not like have time to do anything else but focus on school. Like for me, I like that fashion stuff. You guys already know.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, what do you think, George? I mean, Diego.
How about like the girl and the boy thing?
Yeah, who does it target more?
I think sometimes it's like in certain situations, like boys, like when they want to do things, or like where girls use this like clothing, like they can't wear certain things.
And there's no offense to girls, but in my opinion, it does target girls more.
Yeah.
Not because boys are superior or girls are superior. There's no superior sex. I just feel that like girls are put more into like pressure by society,
By their families and stuff.
Yeah, so you see girls wearing the same, like Fashion Nova, for example, wearing the same clothing, doing all this and that, applying to the same schools because they want to be together and all that. It's just girls have like a higher expected more of, if that makes sense, by their families and by school, I feel.
First, we should have started off by asking you, what's creativity to you? Like, what do you define creativity?
I don't think creativity is like the ability to do art or be a fashion designer or graphic designer. Creativity is your ability to be yourself.
Yeah.
Your ability to not care what other people think and do what you, like Diego's jacket says, be careless.
Mm-hmm. Does it really say that?
Yeah, it says careless.
Oh.
It's a cute jacket.
Well, in my opinion, creativity means like going off of what you said, being yourself, not letting other people like bring you down because of different views,
Mm-hmm.
but also like being original and like having your own thoughts to yourself. Well, not to yourself, but like expressing your thoughts in the matter of like clothing, poems, art, stuff like that.
What about you, Diego?
Well, from this article I'm reading right here, it says that do schools kill creativity? It says the short answer is no, although they certainly can if they forget two important lessons. First, that is the maximum number of children are given the greatest possible chance of releasing their creative potential. Schools need to provide enriched and broad curriculum that includes the so-called creative subjects that are the visual and performing arts.
Do you mind telling me who the author is of that article?
His name is Julian Astle.
Astle?
Yeah, this was published on the 25th of April last year.
Well, you see, I disagree completely. Well, actually, no, I do agree. School does not kill creativity. I agree with him in that sense, but I disagree that I feel that he said that it's the students' fault for getting the creativity killed if they get like demoralized or demeaning, I don't know how to say it, but if they feel that it's the school's fault.
Well, sometimes it's like the students' fault. Like say the school's not allowed to be creative, like it's their choice if they want to stop being creative or like not be creative. Or like be creative. Like one day they'll be creative, one day they won't because of what someone tells them.
Mm-hmm.
And like they shouldn't be able to do that.
Well, I like to bring up this topic. Sometimes we get assigned a lot of work. There's a lot of AP courses offered on campuses and college courses. And sometimes, let's say I'm texting a friend. I say, let's go do something. Let's go have fun. And they respond, I can't. I have a lot of homework. I'm stressed. They're not happy, And that's where I'm willing to like change sides, because school does really take up a lot of your mental like capability. It takes up for me personally, when I'm not focused on school, I'm brain dead. I'm watching Netflix laying down because I'm tired from the whole week. So it kind of affects my whole week. And that sucks,
Yeah.
Like, I used to be like a straight A student, Like I used to be good at school. Well, I still am. I just don't really try anymore. I just feel like school's been killing my creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to be like, when I was younger, I used to just like not care about anything. My imagination was, like I see kids right now when they're on their like phones or like have homework, like they just focus on that instead of like going out having fun, or like I don't know, like having friends and doing stuff with them.
I feel that school should have a way of making kids want to try more in classes, because everybody's smart. I believe everybody is born smart. It's just some are more willing to, put in the work to get that A, that label that they put on you. I hate that. But if there was a way that like our district could make it so that, you get something at the end of graduating or like work towards a goal. I know it's college, but not everybody wants to go to college. But there's just a lot of unmotivated kids that are smart. They just don't want to, turn in that homework or try on the test because they're like, what's the point?
Yeah. And then they get their GED and stuff.
Yeah, just skip the college, the high school experience. Hello, day 2. My name is Marcos.
My name is George.
My name is Diego.
And we left off on how students were not motivated to keep pursuing high school because of the teachers, and this is not in every school, but teachers killing the creativity or killing their motivation. So we left off right there, and an article I read titled "How Schools Are Killing Creativity," written by Lindell, an actual high schooler who's 14 years old, so most likely a freshman. This was written in 2012. He claims that not all school systems or districts are perfect, but at the same time, not all, there's different school systems and all of them have different programs. So here at Seaside High, personally, we have the makerspace, which is a great area to, express your creativity. But there's other schools kind of similar to jail systems or juvenile places that are just straight, go there, school, learn math, the basic stuff. Yes, that's necessary, but how can you express yourself when doing a math equation,
Yeah, I get you. In this article, which is titled "Do Schools Really Kill Creativity?" it defines creativity as a tool which is used in school, and that's very important because to do your math homework or anything in general, you need creativity to find out the solution to a problem or something like that. But it's not it's being creative, but not in the way that you want it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, school, preying on your downfall.
Yeah. And in the article I was reading earlier, in the second part it says, and second, that if they are serious about cultivating real creativity across the curriculum, they need to remember that creativity describes a whole collection of similar but different processes. In other words, they need to understand a certain place of the disciplines in education and take them as their starting point in curriculum design.
So, basically, offer more artistic-based classes.
Yeah, because some of them have uncreative electives and stuff. Our school can we could pick things like art and online design,
Music.
wood shop. I have wood shop, and I could be pretty creative in there.
But as I said earlier, creativity is not what you think it is. It's not giving the opportunity to take an art class or a music class. Yes, you can express yourself there, but at the same time, what's the point of being in music class if people don't really know who you are in that class? They see you playing the instrument, you're hidden behind that instrument, or you're an artist but you don't like putting your name because you're shy. Being creative is being yourself at the end of the day, and teachers sometimes kill that when saying, hey, I don't appreciate you wearing that shirt, or hey, I don't appreciate you saying that, but that's just you. That's how you are. It's not right.
Yeah, I get it. Going off of what you guys said about how schools have this environment of art class and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you could be creative in that class, but you still have to follow rules in order for to be creative in your own way. You have to disobey those rules, and then you get in trouble for disobeying the rules. That's a way how schools are killing creativity, by having these rules that these kids don't follow,
What do you guys think of the tier stuff that Seaside High School did?
The tier?
The tiers, you're late one day. Well, I'm getting off topic here, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but going back to what both of them said, to be creative, say music, for schools when they're playing music, they have to follow notes, and if they want to be creative, they can
make their own notes.
Make their own notes, play any song that they want.
Well, not make their own notes, but play the notes they want in their own in a different order.
Create their own.
It should be allowed to.
Yeah, music sheet. Yeah,
Play your
they
own
shouldn't
music
have.
sheet.
Oh, we're playing freaking Bach or Mozart from 300, 200 years ago. No, times changed.
What if I want to play the Titanic song or something?
Yeah. What if we want to be the new Mozart?
With my flute.
Yeah, what Diego said.
Flute. Well, alright
Well-
then. Well, yeah, but it's like you guys say,
No,
instead of like having like playing those old songs, why not like create your own? You know,
Just
like
for,
in a
like,
creative
grade.
way.
yeah.
Like let students like try it and like create their music, like their own song or something together. That'll like make their creativity go up and like help them work with others while being creative too.
We're gonna have to wrap up this podcast pretty soon. So I said we all go around the circle saying our final thoughts on the topic.
Thoughts?
So for me, Marcos, I feel that creativity is not killing. Sorry. Schools are not killing creativity because you could still express yourself outside of school and even in school. I don't think an art class or a music class is what it takes to express yourself creatively. I don't know how to phrase that, but it's all you. It's not what other people think it's you. Be yourself.
Yeah, but like as I said last time, didn't you? Like what I said was like children younger than us, like in preschool or elementary, they're if you can see like their schools, they're pretty creative. Like how they have their imagination and they just don't care about anything about like what anyone says about them.
Ooh, okay.
As in
That
going
brings
into like middle school and high school, like we're being scared to express ourselves because like school is making us focus on one thing.
Okay.
You know?
That brings up a deep topic. I remember being little. I didn't care about what anybody thought. I just did me. I had fun. I was the happiest I've ever been when I was even 6th and 7th grade.
Yeah.
But high school, it's just you wear a pair of Skechers. Everybody's like, "Oh, what are those?" So I don't. You know what? I changed my mind. I don't think it's the school's fault. It's the students attending the school for
Yeah. Like it's not like
killing creativity.
the school's system,
Mhm.
but it's like how the school makes us think and how like it makes us
This
believe
all,
things. You know?
yeah, this all ties to social media, but that's for another day.
It's kind of like when we went to middle school and like they made us wear a uniform.
Oh,
Like if you wore like a different kind of colored pants or like shirt,
You would get in
even
trouble.
like sweaters, you would get like a referral or something like that.
oh, and why if I wear red or blue, all of a sudden I'm in a gang? It sucks. But what if blue's just my favorite color? Or what if it goes with the outfit? But the
Or if-
school's like, yeah, you're a criminal.
Or if you wear all black, you're just suicidal.
Yeah, you're suicidal. It's
No,
like,
it's not.
Even the beanie.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
like, yeah, that's just what I like. Oh. Well, with that, did you want to say something, Dale?
Yeah, it was from the article. It shows like evidence on how schools kill creativity. It says Robinson cites the example of a young girl called Gillian Lynn, who at the age of 8 was already viewed as a problem student with a problematical learning difficulty due to her inability to sit still and concentrate. When her mother sought a medical explanation for Gillian's constant fidgeting and lack of focus, the doctor suggested they speak privately. As the two students got up to leave, the doctor turned on the radio, left alone in the music-filled room. Young Gillian began to dance, observing her through the window. The doctor turned to her mother. "Gillian's not sick," he said. "She's a dancer." Today, at the age of 92, Gillian can look back on a long career in ballet, dance, and musical theater, which saw her become one of the world's most successful choreographers, who had hit like Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats and Phenomenon of the Opera among her achievements. Yet her school had all but written her off mistakenly an extraordinary talent for some form of behavioral problem or cognitive impairment.
So, just
Yeah.
She was herself until she was 90. You know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, with this, we end the podcast. Thank you
Wait.
for listening.
I was
Shout
still
out.
gonna say like my final thoughts on this.
Oh,
Yeah.
you already did.
Should
Alright,
like
whatever.
a
Well, like-
conclusion.
But yeah. So the conclusion is, in my opinion, I don't think school has like fully killed creativity, but it's slowly getting there. Like due to what I said before, like how in elementary or preschool you'd be unique, But as of now, people are just like, I don't know, copying each other in a way. And like we're all pretty much the same because school made us this way. Because of the rules or whatever. But it's slowly getting there to
Period.
creativity being killed.
All right. Well, this has been Marcos.
This has been George.
This has been Diego.
And we're the Tres Latinas.